And welcome back to the Showroom Presents. Our guests today are going to help you become stars in your backyard. How are you going to do that? Well, with grilling season in full swing and the 4th of July just passed, barbecuers across the nation are looking to rev up their menus for summertime grilling. Our guests today are barbecue pitmasters Tuffy Stone and Mo Kaysen, and they're going to give us some simple, mouth-watering recipes so that you can impress your friends and family this summer. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Rick.
Good morning.
Appreciate you having us today.
Oh, my pleasure, believe me. And I'm sure it'll be to great benefit to the folks at home as well. So listen, all of us are always looking for ideas so that, our backyard barbecues are the talk of the summer. So give us some tips to make our family and friends jealous, if you would.
I think, Rick, the first thing is everybody out there listening needs to realize ribs are easy. They're fun, and everybody likes to eat them. We've got, Mo and I have created some recipes for methods on cooking both baby back ribs, St. Louis cut spare ribs, and we've shared our techniques and methods, and all your listeners can go to readysetribs.com so they don't have to be writing down right now what they're hearing. But if they go to readysetribs.com, they'll get all this information.
I got to tell you, I love the name. I love the name of the website. Ready, Set, Ribs. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
That's how Mo and I start every day off. Ready, Set, Ribs. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll give you an example. We're so fond of barbecue. We're such enthusiasts that even when we're not on the circuit competing or on the show judging, here we are. We're at the races today, and last night, we were talking, and next thing you know, we're having a friendly barbecue cooking contest where we're going to have a rib cook-off. So early this morning, we got up and we went down to Walmart, and they had some beautiful Smithfield St. Louis cut ribs and some baby backs in the refrigerator there. We went down the aisles, we got our ingredients, and now we're here, we're tailgating, and we're having a cook-off.
The great thing about these spare ribs and baby back ribs from Smithfield is that they're so versatile. It's so easy to cook these ribs. There's no need to be intimidated by these ribs. They got you can do all type of flavor profiles on them. I don't care where you're from, northeast, north, south. There's just so many great things you can do. One of the great tips that I can give the backyard individual is, when you get your rib at home, there's a membrane on the back here, and you can see here. You want to remove that membrane, and what that does is it allows smoke, seasoning, and your sauce to penetrate the backside of that rib, so you don't have the unpleasant experience of eating something that's has a wax paper type consistency. That's what happens when you leave the membrane on. It tightens up, and you don't want to remove that. And
is it easy to remove?
Yes, it is. You just take like a skewer. You could take a knife, and you get up underneath one of the bones, pull the membrane, take some tissue, and pull, and most generally, it all comes off in one piece. To make things easier is have the rib in the refrigerator chilled, and it tightens things up, and it makes it easier to pull that membrane off. And it'll make a better rib eating experience. That's a great tip. Another thing is a lot of people generally undercook their ribs if they're unsure, because they don't want to burn the rib, they want to overcook it. So if you go and get a thermometer at Walmart, stick it between the two bones and the meat about an inch in, and when that rib gets to about 203, 205 degrees, that rib is done. You can take that rib off, sauce it, take it off, and you're ready to go, and you're going to have a dang near perfect rib to eat, tender-wise.
Awesome. So 204, 205 degrees is about where you want it to be, and then it's ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Rick, just a couple of other tips to help your listeners elevate their ribs in their backyard to a competition level is, season those ribs and put them on the grill or the cooker. When they have a nice mahogany brown color and they're looking beautiful, when they're looking like that, use some aluminum foil, tear off a big sheet, take your ribs, place it on there, do a nice, careful package like this. What that's going to do is they're going to go back on the cooker. They're going to keep cooking because they're not tender yet, but it'll shield the smoke off of there. You already had enough smoke on there. That's going to keep the moisture in. You can cook these ribs until they're tender. Like Mo was saying, somewhere between 200, 205 degrees, somewhere in there. You can bend them a lot of times until once they're tender, Then a finishing step is go ahead and take your sauce those ribs lightly, put them back on the cooker just to let the sauce set. Don't burn your sauce off. Your sauce needs to be a finished step.
Yeah, okay. Now, let me ask you, is there a way that you can make you can make your regular barbecue into a smoker?
Absolutely. We call it a two-zone method. And whether you have a gas grill, charcoal grill, either one of those will work. Most of your gas grills today have 2 to 3 burners. Cut one burner off, and then start your ribs on the hot side, then move to the cool side. If you charcoal grill, put your lit briquettes on one half of your bottom of the cooker, and none on the other. Start on the hot side, move to the cool side. Cook it till it's mahogany brown, wrap in foil, put it back on the cool side, cook them till they're tender.
All right. Now, everybody knows you can, about barbecue, but how about some other rubs and maybe easy marinades that the folks at home can use for a different twist?
It could be as simple as going to the grocery chain, going to Walmart, and just grabbing some raspberry jam. That's the great thing about pork ribs. They're so versatile. You can put raspberry jam on them, they'll be outstanding. You can have a vinegar-based spritz to be awesome. You can have a tomato-based sauce. They're so accepting for all, and they're accepting for various flavors, man. And that's what makes them so great for the backyard, because you can put whatever you want on them, man. You can just have salt and pepper and sugar, and they're out of sight. I mean, with no sauce at all, and they're still great because the pork itself is going to shine.
You're absolutely right. I've actually just done a little experimenting myself, and sometimes with just a minimal amount of spices, they turn out fantastic because of the flavor of the meat.
Absolutely. Often less is more. A lot of the recipes you're going to see on ready set ribs is few ingredients. Very simple. Salt and pepper goes a long way. I want to taste the pork rib, I want the rub, the seasoning, the sauce to accentuate the pork, but I want to taste the pork.
Right. I got you. I'm with you on that one. So listen, I understand that the folks at home have a chance to win some prizes on ReadySetRibs.com. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, if you go to ReadySetRibs.com, there's going to be gift cards, there's going to be a grill, and there's going to be a private class here with Tuffy Stone for the winner. I mean, that is awesome.
First
that's
one
the
ever.
great thing. I mean, there's so many things you can do with that.
I usually like
Right.
I usually like to keep my techniques and my recipes secret, but for 2, I'm going to share them.
Well, that sounds great. It sure gives everybody a good reason to go check out ReadySetRibs.com. Well, Tuffy Stone and Mo Cason, thank you so much for joining us today on the Showroom Presents, and the best of a great grilling summer to you both.
Yes,
Same
sir.
to you, and thank you for having us on your show.
Don, you call that showing off?
How about the dazzling diamond deals we're showing off at the Showroom on Union? Diamond engagement rings.
Diamond band.
Diamond anniversary.
Diamond fashion.
Diamonds, and more diamonds.
All at a fraction of the pricey stores.
And buy with confidence because all Showroom diamonds will come with a Gem Lab certificate as requested, guaranteeing natural diamonds of value. Don't forget, we feature GIA certified diamonds.
Showing off great diamonds and great deals every day.
At Airport Plaza Jewelers, the Showroom on Union.